so
Yes,
funny, Tom?
we're back. I don't know what's so funny. We're talking
about our old Tinder date.
I went out on a date and I forgot my wallet.
So what would you have done had our first lunch date not gone well? We should have like a dating series.
Yeah, dating in the RV.
You ready for another walk and talk? Uh-oh. Tom's walking and talking again. This could be serious. I want to help one person with this video today, and her name is Darlene. Darlene left a long, thoughtful post on our Facebook group today, and Darlene is looking for someone to be friends with, to date, go on full-time RV living adventures with, and she's had some challenges and doesn't really feel dateable right now. And the truth is, I've been thinking about making a video like this for a while, and thanks, Darlene, you've given me the inspiration to actually get out here and make this video today. The truth is, you don't have to be solo in your life anywhere, no matter what your lifestyle is. Something that Sheree and I share and kind of laugh about with each other is you can do this solo, this lifestyle, or any lifestyle that you want to by yourself, but experiences, especially when you're out adventuring, full-time travel, whatever that looks like for you, when you're seeing an amazing sunset, do you say, oh, look, self, that's an amazing sunset? And it's just a lot more enjoyable to share it with a loved one, to have these amazing experiences, whatever kind of travel you are doing, and to look at someone that means so much to you and share that with them. And I just think it's the best in the world to have, you know, a partner along, and it is so cool. I've got some tips for you and anybody else like you right now that would like to get out there and meet new people, friends, for, you know, potential relationship in the future. And you know, I have had my own relationship challenges, and I have shared that I've been divorced twice, and I have also not felt dateable and have had challenges meeting women. And you know, so I will share from my experience what I've learned, and I hope that helps you, and I hope it helps a few other people out there as well. Well, this is my story, and my story is not unique, but it might be unique to people that do live in an RV and feel a little bit intimidated about asking people out with this kind of living arrangement. I actually was kind of embarrassed to be living in an RV. I was afraid it would be interpreted as, you know, living in a trailer house.
And I live in a van down by the river.
And that I was down and out on my luck or whatever. And I kept it hidden if I could on my online dating profiles, and I wouldn't necessarily bring it up with potential dates right away. And I did date someone that actually thought it was kind of strange, and her mother especially thought it was strange and wasn't that keen on me. So I had a good reason for that. So my online dating profiles, I tried to beef up as truthfully as I could.
I am 35 years old. I am divorced.
Make myself sound really great, which is good, but I put stuff on there like best-selling author, which is great, but doesn't mean a whole lot on Amazon. And I found out later I was intimidating potential dates, that I was really not being just me and being authentic. And I think that's really the key here, is when I met Sheree, I really started being truly authentic about my situation, and she was like, oh my gosh, you know, I just talked to somebody that lived in an RV and it sounded really interesting to her. She was really into it, to my surprise, and that's the kind of person that I needed to attract in my life. Someone that would be interested in this lifestyle, not someone that would never give up their sticks and bricks. I mean, that would never work out. And I know there's some people out there now that have actually been messaging us saying, hey, I want to do this, but my spouse or significant other doesn't want to. So take it from me, when you're meeting with people or putting on an online dating profile, be authentic about what your living arrangement is or what your goals for what you want to create as your ideal lifestyle, because even if that causes some people to be like, I'm not interested in that, that's great, because that's gonna maybe weed out some potential dates that, step over the log there. That's gonna weed out some potential dates that you don't have to spend your time wasted on, and you will truly meet people that are gonna be interested in that. There are so many people out there that would love to date you where you're at right now. And I know you've had some challenges, and we all have, especially those of us that have, you know, got a few years on us in life. We've had some bumps and bruises, and that just makes us interesting. And even if you're still being challenged, you know, we certainly all are. Everyone has their own set of challenges. That doesn't mean you can't share that with somebody else right now. Some of us carry this baggage, these past hurts forward into new potential relationships and always have our guard up. Like, ooh, I don't want to be hurt again. Or there we go, there's another a-hole person, or bitch, and I just knew that was going to happen. Don't put that on a new relationship. Each person that comes into your life stands on their own. They're not going to be like other people. Get some counseling if you need to. I sure did, and it was awesome at helping me to just be clean going into a new relationship or feeling like I was ready to date again. It doesn't matter who you are. There is someone, many people out there that would love to date you right now. Chances are there's people that know you right now that would love to date you, but they're just intimidated by you or too afraid to ask. So it doesn't matter what your current situation is. There is someone, at least someone out there that would love to date you. Darlene, I think no matter where you are in life, and if you think you're not dateable, just meet people for friends. I mean, a lot of these online dating apps and things like that, you can just have casual friendships and it might turn into something else. Don't put a lot of energy like, I need to meet someone, or what if this doesn't work out, or what if it does. Sometimes that's more scary to some people. If you focus too much on, I need a relationship, you're going to repel people, and that can actually harm the chances of you getting into a relationship. So don't be needy.
You know, you meet all different kinds of people. If you open yourself up to it and you're willing to take on that experience fully, it is a great experience, and you learn so much about so many different people and yourself.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
One thing I did before every first date is like, it doesn't matter how it turns out. I mean, it's another person you've never met in person before, and
you have something to learn from them. Yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, enjoy yourself. It doesn't have to go anywhere.
It doesn't have to be an amazing day. Have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, and when stuff goes wrong, I mean, you go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I went out on a date and I forgot my wallet.
don't have big expectations on a date. It's just a date. Actually, the expectation I would like you to have and what I would have for a date is I'm going to make this fun. That no matter what this guy is like, gal, if you're a guy looking for someone to date, just make it fun. You can communicate with another person for an hour or so, or whatever that date looks like. Make it fun. Don't have high expectations. So if it doesn't happen, if they cancel on you, whatever the case may be, you know, it's not a big deal. And it's another person that can be maybe a potential friend, or you learn something by meeting somebody new. If you put a lot of expectation on that and it doesn't work out, you might beat yourself up for that, and that's not going to help you. I mean, if you've got baggage from the past hurts, you know, relationships that failed, and you think, I'm not really a great date or a great person, or what kind of a relationship can I create, then you're just going to bring that forward. Believe me, it doesn't matter what kind of challenges you've had. You're human. You're supposed to have challenges. And we can all learn and grow together. When you meet someone, they're going to have their own set of challenges. And that's a cool thing, to work together. Yeah, can it be, you know, difficult sometimes? Absolutely. But what part of life is not difficult? It can just be more fun having some of those challenges shared together. So having this low expectations for what's going to turn out just frees you for that. And you know what? If you start dating someone and it fails after a few weeks, a few months, a few years, whatever that looks like, just say next and move on to the next relationship. It doesn't matter how many significant others you have in your lifetime. Life is like this. It's like up and down and like a roller coaster, and that's just what's going to happen. And you know, if you're down here right now, know that life is going to go up like this. And you know, if life starts to go down like that, just know there's a lot to learn down here in the dip, and you will come back out of that dip as well. So can you create a relationship on the road? Absolutely. I've talked about the dating apps. You got Match.com, you got Tinder, that's where Sheree and I met, and many, many others. And I actually hear that there is an online group for single RVers, and we will look for that and put a link down below in the description. You can also meet people in all kinds of places, but specifically around RVing, there's RV rallies and different get-togethers, the RV shows, campgrounds even, so consider those as well. So I think bottom line, life equals risk. You have to put yourself out there in the game. Just like a lot of you are thinking about traveling full-time or RV living full-time. I mean, and that's scary, but sometimes you have to just make the choice to do it. So getting back out there and dating again is making the choice to just do it and accepting that it could turn out awesome or it could fail, but have fun while you're doing it. And I think having that significant other, that relationship, when you're out there traveling is important, and it is worth the effort to making that happen. And we want to hear from you guys. How many of you have dated on the road, and how did that work for you? Or have you been in a relationship and been living in your RV, and what kind of challenges has that been for you? Definitely share with those out there that would like to create a relationship. And to help Darlene, again, thank you so much for sharing, Darlene. We really appreciate that. And you being willing to be open with us is going to help other people, because there's a lot of other people that are in the same boat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share this with your other single friends, and we really appreciate it.
Don't take life too seriously. Don't take a first date too seriously.
No.
People get so nervous and freaked out.
So what would you have done had our first lunch date not gone well?
Would I have completed the date?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What if I showed up and I was like some weird freak and I had like a really squeaky voice or like that or something, and you're like, oh no.
We had talked on the phone.
That's true.
And
all right, so what if I showed up and I don't know, something was just really awkward and wrong.
You brought a boyfriend with you?
Yeah, this is supposed to be like
that
a threesome.
That actually happens. I've never had it happen to me, but I've heard of it happening, which is ridiculous. So I'm willing to. You're looking for more tasty beers.
Yeah, I want some more. Which one did I like better? I think I'm gonna do this one.
I think you like this one the best.
Let me taste. I gotta taste it.
Between those two.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm prepared if if it's a long date, and the long dates you plan. Even a first date, I have my own set of rules for first dates. They're kind of unconventional. I'm not always let's grab coffee and then for 30 minutes and then take off. A lot of people like those because you can quickly decide.
Right. He goes in for the long date.
I like time to get to know someone, and I'm willing to go through the entire experience, even if it's not a good fit. Why? Because there are no accidents.
Right. Absolutely.
Every person you meet, even a smile as you pass by someone, is meant to happen.
Yes.
And you can leave somebody better off than how you found them.
That's right.
Even if it's a short conversation or a couple hours or half a day, whatever. And you don't have to, what am I going to get out of this?
Yeah.
So many people, it's all about me, and it's like, ooh, I'm not attracted to this person, so I need to
get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here quickly.
What can you give or provide? What can they get out of it?
Yeah, it's a conversation, and sure, when I first got back into the dating scene, it was like, yeah, you're nervous going out on a date, and it's like, ooh, it's like the first one was, I was obviously really awkward and stupid. And, I'm like, hey, can we go out again? She's like, no. Or
awkward and stupid? No.
Anyway, but it took a few dates to get comfortable, and then it just became, it's like, I'm having fun. This is a social life.
He became a pro at it. He had several dates lined up a week. And then when I was hemming and hawing about, I was like, I don't know. I'll let you know. And then he would come back with do we have a date or not? I'm looking at my calendar. I gotta make plans. It's like, whoa. Okay. I guess you gotta nail that down, huh?
Yeah, and you were like, okay, I guess the answer is no.
That's right. That's what I said.
All right, the rest of this is R-rated, so I'm going to be shutting this off now.
R-rated in here? Really? Yeah. We're going to get on the barrel?
But just, have low, or you've learned something from meeting what was that? Some kind of creature out here. And I'm getting chewed up from mosquitoes again. That's what I get for coming out and recording so late. Just say next. Time is... I thought women would just say, oh, he's living in a van down by the river. Sounds really dateable to me. Next time, guys.